Okay, I got to tell you something. We got a story coming out. TheBigLead.com has it, among other people. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are interested in hiring Notre Dame head coach Brian Kelly. Now, this is something, Joy, you were here. About a month ago, I came out and I said 2 things to know. Urban Meyer's going to retire. I told you I was 2 weeks before everybody, and I said Brian Kelly is ready to leave Notre Dame. So obviously I got the Urban Meyer thing right. The 2 things I said to you, Urban's leaving and Brian may leave. He has put feelers out for 2 years. Brian Kelly put feelers out 2 years ago at Notre Dame. I was told nobody was really interested. Then he's only 57 years old. So Brian's got another 8 to 10 good years of coaching, 5, 6 minimum. The story is Tampa's interested. Now, Tampa's in full rebuild mode. So Brian Kelly, who's very good with personnel, one of his strengths is personnel. He's a good evaluator of talent. He would have a say, I imagine, as a very experienced coach. He has won everywhere. By the way, don't be an idiot and say, well, he can't beat Clemson. Notre Dame doesn't have Clemson players. Nobody's beaten Clemson except Alabama in college football. Clemson's crushing everybody. Okay, Dino Babers at Syracuse, one of the best coaches in college football, he's getting close, which is a miraculous story. Brian Kelly has said quietly to his agent and other people, we can't beat the Georgias, the Clemsons, the Alabamas, because we can't get that kind of defensive personnel up front. We're not in the footprint to get it. We can't get it. And you can't beat those guys unless you got 7 NFL guys on that defensive front. And so Brian Kelly, I think, is a very good coach. I think Tampa would be very smart to hire him. We told you about this a month ago. The Urban thing already happened. He's retired. Brian Kelly is a strong choice. He's got a lot of Mike McCarthy. Organized, disciplined, bottom line, tough. I mean, let's be honest. Tampa's coaching moves have not been great for a long time. Post Gruden, it's been a lot of couple years here, couple years there. They had Lovie Smith, Morris, Dirk Cutter, who I kind of like offensively, and they keep bailing on him. So I think this has legs. I think it's smart. I would strongly consider it. It does not surprise me. Notre Dame right now is as good as Notre Dame's going to get. Notre Dame's not going to beat Alabama. They're not going to beat Clemson. They're not. Michigan's not going to beat those schools. The southern footprint for high school football players is just a factory of players. You got to convince them to go to private, rural, academically difficult Notre Dame. I think going 12-13-0 is unbelievable at Notre Dame. That is unbelievable at Notre Dame. You could do a lot worse than this guy. So Tampa Bay, Brian Kelly, rumors coming out. This is what I've been hearing for 2 years. Brian knows that you can't coach at Notre Dame forever. The administration wears you out. It's just a tough job. It's not, you can coach at Alabama for a long time. You can't coach at Notre Dame forever. And with that, let's bring in TJ Hushmanzada. By the way, I can't get into particulars here. I have to drink through a straw today. I can't eat any meals today. I'm not going to get into particulars. So if the audience keeps seeing me do that.
Special diet?
Not a diet.
All right, there we go.
Something's going on. All right, so let's get into this. I think I said this before, there's 4 games this weekend. They're all either way to me, except Dallas. I feel very strongly Zeke is rested. O-line is rested. They're at home. Seattle is short week in it, traveling. You know, Seattle has traveled more than any team in the NFL. I think they're a bit worn down. I don't think they're quite as healthy. I love Dallas. Do you?
It's funny. Yesterday on Speak for Yourself, I said the same thing. Baltimore, Chargers, I don't know who's going to win. Texans, Colts, same thing. It's Philly, Chicago. For me, I'm that way. Dallas and Seattle, when you just look at it, Dallas has a really, really strong team. They're better at every position except quarterback. And so I'm with you. I like the Cowboys to win the game, and that's probably, for me, would be my surest bet, and I said it yesterday.
If you ran the Cowboys, Dak wins. He won the division, wins a playoff game, beats going to be a Hall of Famer Russell Wilson. You have to pay him $29 million. You know
I'm not doing it.
So you're letting him go?
He has to.
Has to do
what?
He
has to Joe Flacco me.
What's that mean?
Win the Super Bowl.
Oh, God.
I'm not doing it.
So what are you going to do?
If I have to franchise him, if you pay Dak Prescott $28 million, you're done for the duration of that contract. You're done. You're not going to win because Ezekiel Elliott, he'll be a free agent. Are you going to be able to pay him? And then you look at the guys on the defense side of the ball. You got Jalen Smith. You got Byron Jones. You got Amari Cooper on all. You can't pay everybody. The way the NFL is orchestrated now, you're going to be your best team and have your better chance of winning when your quarterback is not making max money.
Yeah, do you know?
It's your only chance.
Yeah, the 6 highest paid quarterbacks in the NFL, none made the playoffs.
You can't.
And some of them are good.
Surround them. You can't surround them with. So Dak Prescott, the Cowboys should win this week.
You're telling Dak Prescott, though, think about this. I want everybody to pretend you're Dak Prescott. So you're Dak Prescott. You get disrespected, even though you led Mississippi State to their best season in years, and they draft you in the 4th round. Then you come in and go 13-3 and win the division. And everybody's like, "Wah."
And he was great in that playoff game, by the way. He
lost,
was great
but he was
against
great.
Green Bay. He was great.
Okay. And then now he wins the division, 2nd time in 3 years. He's been the most underpaid player in the league. For a while, it was Russell Wilson. He is the most underpaid player in the league. The Cowboys, when Romo got hurt, was man overboard. They were about to become extinct. Nobody wanted to put the Cowboys on TV off that 3-13 season. He saves the franchise, and you're telling him to take a pay cut.
That's okay.
Oh, boy.
I mean, somebody once told me it's better to eat a bunch of small meals than one large meal. Take $22 million, 4 years, $88 million deal.
No state tax in Texas.
50 guaranteed. You'll be right back to the table at 31, 32, and you're leaving possibly $30 to $40 million on the table. But you're going to surround yourself with a great team, and you'll make some of that money back in endorsements. You'll be competitive for your entire career. That's the way the NFL is going now. You have to.
Listen, I agree with you.
If Dak is smart, you make $28 million, you make $22 million. That's a $6 million difference.
Well, if he was in L.A., $4 million the government would take. So I always did say this with D. Wade, is that D. Wade was very fortunate. He inherited Pat Riley and Aqua Water and no state tax. So sometimes in life you do have to look at yourself and go, I mean, the great thing about the Dallas Cowboys, you're going to get more endorsements as a Cowboy quarterback than you would a Jaguar quarterback. There's no state tax in Dallas. So I think if I was Dak or his agent, I would understand that we can take a little discount compared to the market. You know, if the market's willing to pay me 27, I could take 24 and say, listen, Dak, you're going to pay more taxes elsewhere. You got a good O-line, you got Zeke, you got Amari, just keep it.
24 would be, if I'm Jerry Jones and Steven, 24 is my ceiling. I can't. I'm not going any higher than that unless you Joe Flacco me. That's it. That's me.
That's not happening.
Yeah, I don't foresee that going on, but that would be my ceiling. Just you want to remain competitive.
Okay, can I do remember the quarterback face thing I did an hour ago? That's just an utter disaster. I want to play it with you.
All right.
Okay, so we have this thing called quarterback. I did it a year ago. It was a disaster. I said that quarterbacks are the most important players. So we picked games based on who I thought was a better quarterback. And who do you end up with in the Super Bowl?
So you guys done this today?
Yeah,
already?
I did it today. So here,
I did not. I do not.
So
are you going to partake in it with us?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
You're on your own.
Okay, so I end up.
Remember, it's only the quarterback, nothing else, no other factor.
So I end up with Andrew Luck beating Drew Brees in the playoffs, in the Super Bowl. So that's the final. Let's go back to the beginning and see where you end up. So I end up with Andrew Luck beating Drew Brees. But let's go, Sam, let's go all the way back to the wild card weekend, and we'll just play quarterback face bracket with you.
All right.
All right, Sam, you got to get that off the board. All right, let's keep going back one more, and then we'll go back to the very beginning because this is wild card weekend. Keep going back. You guys keep going back. So this week, here we go. So this is the first weekend. So Luck, Deshaun this morning. Who do you take?
Deshaun Watson.
Today. Okay, who do you take? Wilson, Dak.
Russell Wilson.
Who do you take? Philip Lamar.
Oh, man.
The hell?
Okay.
What?
if I want to win?
Who's the better quarterback?
Phillip Rivers.
Okay, and then Foles, Trubisky.
Foles.
That's what I said. He had 25 straight completions. Trubisky, they're doing David Copperfield.
Chicago Bears will take Foles as well.
Okay, so the only one you disagree. You think Deshaun Watson's better than Luck?
I think Deshaun Watson, he gives me more options. Luck has played great, and people say, oh, Luck doesn't have anything to work with. Yeah, he does. T.Y. Hilton is a monster, and Eric Ebron has played great. Yeah, he didn't play well in Detroit, but Andrew Luck has some pieces to work with.
Okay, so let's go to your next bracket. So the next bracket, you would have Deshaun Watson against Mahomes. Who would you take there?
Ooh.
See, I think
Deshaun Watson.
All right. Okay. And then Brady Rivers.
Brady.
And then Russell Goff.
Russell Wilson.
And then Foles Breeze.
Drew Brees.
Okay, so we're actually not that deposed. I love Luck. You like Deshaun Watson. So the next round, you would have Brady against Deshaun Watson.
Yes, and I'll take Tom Brady.
Okay, and then you would have Russell against Breeze.
Oh, man.
I know that's tough.
I'd probably. I'll take Drew Brees.
Okay.
It's closer than you. I think it's
because
close.
I can't get it out of my head that I'm looking towards the future and not today. Like if it's a boxing match today.
Okay.
I would take Drew.
Okay, so the only difference with you and I you really like Deshaun and I really like Luck.
I like Deshaun Watson because.
Well, I get it. No, I get everything.
When he was in college, what he did, and this is going to be his first playoff game. I'm eager to see, and the Patriot fans better hope Houston Texans win. They better hope.
Okay, so Brady Breeze, who would you take?
Brady Breeze, I'm going with Tom Brady.
So you have New England. So in your quarterback face bracket, I have Luck winning the Super Bowl. You have Tom Brady winning the Super Bowl. Do you feel good about that?
With my quarterback?
With your pick.
I feel comfortable with my pick, not with my team. If that makes any sense. I don't think the Patriots are winning a Super Bowl.
I don't think they're good enough to. But I said that last week. I said that last year about week 12, and they ended up coming within a play.
If they do it this year, man, Tom Brady is the ultimate quarterback. Like he's already the best quarterback. If they win a Super Bowl this year with what he's working with, man,
that would be almost discouraging for the rest of the league. You're like, what? If they win it this year, Edelman, Mr. Drop, Gronk's a shell of himself. They rebuilt the O-line. They got rid of Brandon Cooks and Josh Gordon. If the Patriots win this year, it is discouraging.
I went back and I watched some tape of the Patriots from 2011 and 12. Look at Gronkowski run back then. Just look at him run and look at him now. It's like a different player. Just go back and look at tape of him years ago and look at him now. Oh, it's a night. The way he moves is a night and day difference.
TJ, he runs like a lineman now. He runs like you know what he runs like? Travis Kelce runs like a fast tight end. Gronk runs like a fast right tackle.
Yeah, he doesn't. Brady's not working with much. If they win this Super Bowl,
it's over.
Man, Tom Brady is unreal.
Thanks for playing quarterback face with me.
Yeah, I know it's funny though because I looked at him like, yeah, I know you love Andrew Luck.
That a lot.
That game right there this weekend for me is a toss-up.
Yeah, I feel the same. I'll take Luck. I don't feel great about it. I think Houston's got better players. I don't like, in the history of the NFL playoffs, I never remember the worst offensive line in the playoffs winning games.
It's tough.
Houston's got the worst O-line in the entire playoffs, and I would say by a stretch. I don't think you can win. If you win one at home, fine, it'll be close. You can't win multiple playoff games with that. That is tough. That is a bad O-line.
A lot of it, too, though, when you get quarterbacks that extend the ball, they want to try to make plays with their feet, sacks are going to happen. I mean, you look at Andrew Luck. He's done a great job of getting rid of the ball. That's why his sack numbers are down this year.
Yep. Good seeing you, bud.
Thank you.
Joy with the news.
No.